good morning to Exam Tips and Tricks channel. We will understand preparation of business partners, capital account in case of death of partner. This is one of the important question, carries 6 marks. So 3 partners, Kumar, Mohan and Ram are 3 partners. Their profit sharing ratio is given as 2:2:1 and the capitals as on 1/4/2020. So 1/4/2020, when the accounting period that has been started, the capitals given as 80,000, 60,000 as well as 40,000. 3 partners are Kumar, Mohan and Ram. So Kumar's capital is 80,000, Mohan 60,000, Ram's 40,000 respectively. So Kumar, who is the deceased partner, who has been expired on 31/12/2020. So 1/4/2020 to 31/12/2020, 9 months. Within 9 months, he's been expired. So interest on Kumar's capital, that is asked to provide at the rate of 10%. Kumar's salary, he is entitled for the salary 3,000 per month. His share of accrued profit also been asked to show, and his share of goodwill also to provide, that is given as 18,000. So we need to prepare Kumar's capital. Here we are disclosing only the informations about the deceased partners only, not the remaining partners. Only deceased partners information that has to be disclosed in this capital account. So his capital amount that must be disclosed as balance brought down. So we need to consider only Kumar's capital amount, that is 80,000. So who is the deceased partner? That is the first entry. So interest on his capital, his capital amount is 80,000, on which interest has to be provided. Interest on capital, that is the next entry. His capital amount is 80,000. So at the rate of 10% into for 9 months only, because the duration will be 9 months and the amount will be 6,000. So that is the second entry. Next, Kumar's salary 3,000 per month. So the entry has to be made salary account. So every month he is entitled for salary. So it has to be provided for 9 months. So that will be 27,000. His share of accrued profit. So that must be shown as profit and loss suspense account. That is the entry that has to be made. Accrued profit is the profit. His share of profit right from the beginning of accounting period till his date of death. What is his share of profit? That is considered as accrued profit, and that must be shown as profit and loss suspense account, and it is being asked to provide based on the previous year's profit. So it has to be provided based on the previous year's profit. So that will be 30,000 into his share is 2/5 into the duration will be for 9 months. So this is how it has to be calculated, and the amount will be 9,000. That must be disclosed under amount column. Next, treatment of goodwill. So it has to be his share of goodwill is given as 18,000. This is deceased partner's share of goodwill. In some cases, firm's goodwill will be given. In such a case, we need to find out a deceased partner's share of goodwill first. Then it must be compensated by remaining partners, Mohan as well as Ram, who are the continuing partners, who will compensate this goodwill amount in their gain ratio 2:1. So 2:1 in the sense 2/30. 3 as well as 18,000 into 1 by 3. So that will be 12,000 as well as 6,000. So the entry that has to be made regarding treatment of goodwill. So this is how goodwill that has to be treated. So the entry will be Mohan's capital account, then Ram's capital account. So this is how goodwill that has to be treated according to accounting standard 26. So this is the next entry. Finally, it has to be totaled. So the total amount will be 1,40,000, 1,40,000 both sides. So this is the amount payable to his executor. So executor is the legal representative of a deceased partner. So it has to be recorded as balancing figure. This is the amount that has to be payable to his executor, Kumar's executor. That is 1,40,000. So first entry will be Kumar's capital amount, then interest on his capital. So 80,000 into 10% into 9 months, 9 by 12. Salary is monthly salary is 3,000. So it has to be provided for 9 months. So 3,000 into 9. Then accrued profit, that is to be provided based on the previous year's profit. How it is being specified, according to that we need to calculate this accrued profit. That must be shown as profit and loss expense account. So 30,000 into his share 2 by 5 into duration term will be 9 by 12. That is the next entry. Then treatment of goodwill. Firm's goodwill is given, then you need to calculate deceased partner's share of goodwill. In this question there is no problem because deceased partner's share of goodwill is given directly. That must be compensated by the continuing partners in their gain ratio. So 18,000 into in their gain ratio, in the sense 2:1, 2 by 3 as well as 1 by 3. So 12,000 as well as 6,000. Finally it has to be totaled, and what is the amount payable to the deceased partners, that has to be settled. Thank you.